Oh, wait, Morgan, though, maybe before you introduce yourself to the tenants, you should wear some clothes. We're not really running that kind of an establishment here, so let's get you wearing some clothes. Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Heathwyn, and today we are going to be starting a new Let's Play looking at the gameplay in the new For Rent expansion pack that just came out for The Sims 4. I did do a build of the townhouses that we're going to be playing in. I am going to link the video for that build in the thingamajig up here if you want to go and take a look at it. Now, the sim that we are going to be playing with is actually a sim that you might be familiar with if you have been around this channel, and it is going to be Max Lancaster, who you may remember from my Home Shop Hustle Let's Play, who kind of threw us all for a loop and got Morgan Fires pregnant as a teenager, thanks to a mod that I have in my game. Now, this was not at all how I expected that Let's Play to go, and it really took on a life of its own, and I really felt a good connection with those characters, and so I thought for exploring this pack, we could take Max and Morgan and their child Tanvi and move them into Tomarang and let them become property managers and explore the gameplay of the new pack with them, which should be interesting because Tanvi is a toddler. So we're starting out with 2 Sims and a toddler. So it'll be kind of fun to see where this all goes. I will link the playlist for the Home Chef Hustle Let's Play down below if you want to go back and watch that and kind of see this story unfold, but it's not necessary. You will get a little bit of Max and Morgan's history throughout this little Let's Play, so it's not necessary that you go back and watch that. But one of the first things, though, that we do need to do is we need to get them together in a household and get them moved in to Tomarang to a lot down here. So I have added Max, and we need to add in Morgan and Tanvi as well. Now, we do know that they live in Windenburg, so let's go there and find the fires so we can get them moved in together. Apparently my CC has kind of messed up, and we need to go back and redress everybody, but we were gonna do that anyway. We were gonna go in and check out things in CAS and see what new stuff is in CAS. So we will be giving Max and Morgan and Tanvi new looks anyway. So we'll do that in CAS to check out all of that before we even start our gameplay. And I think we are gonna go ahead and we're gonna take a little bit of money with us. So there were 6 Sims in the house. If we divide 40,000 by 6, it's about $6,666. We're just going to round it up to 7,000. Now, Max did take 50,000 with him from his mom, and she wanted to help him out because she had such a tough start as a single mom. She wanted to help him out as much as she possibly could in getting started with all of this in Tomarang. So she gave him a hefty sum of money to begin with. I've placed Morgan and Max and Tanvi on just an empty lot right now because I'm not sure what we need to do to then purchase and live in our residential lot. And I am going to use money cheats for this because I do want to be able to fully explore all of this Let's Play and not have it be like a rags to rentals sort of scenario. That might be something fun to do down the road, but I just want to explore the gameplay without needing to worry about any of that right now. So right now they're living in an empty lot, but the first thing that we need to do is we need to go into CAS. We're going to age them up in CAS into young adults and get them some of the new traits and aspirations that came with the pack, and then also maybe change up their looks and their styles so that what they're wearing is from the new pack as well, because I want to feature all of those CAS highlights too. All right, so we are in CAS, and I have aged both Max and Morgan up into young adults. But I want to change Max's aspiration from world famous celebrity to have him try one of these new aspirations. I think there's 4 that we got. So under the Deviance one, there is a Seeker of Secrets. This sim loves the thrill of discovering juicy secrets about other Sims. What they do with that information has yet to be decided. Now, Max is a goofball and he is materialistic, but I don't really think that he would do that. I think having him become a parent and developing the relationship that he has with Morgan has kind of mellowed him out a little bit. He definitely had a rough relationship with his mom due to the divorce and everything, but I don't think that he would do that. Now, under the fortune one, there is a 5-star property owner. So this sim wants to be the best property owner the world has ever seen. I think this might be the one that we go with for him because he is materialistic, and I could very much see him being interested in that. And it kind of sticks a little bit along with the world famous celebrity thing. Like maybe he's less interested now in the spotlight because he's got a family to take care of. So he wants to be a 5-star property owner and own some property and develop that. So we have one under location that is the fount of Tomarang knowledge. So this sim wants to immerse themselves in everything Tomarang has to offer. I think that this one might work well for Morgan, actually. And then the other one is under popularity, and that is a discerning dweller. So this sim aspires to be the perfect tenant and neighbor in a residential rental. Since we're going to be actually owning it, I don't think this one is going to work for this particular like playthrough. But I think having him be a 5-star property owner, we can explore that. And then having Morgan be interested in learning more about Tomarang, that could work. Now, I believe we got some new traits as well. Okay, we give Child of the Village. So these Sims love feeling anchored to their community and Tomarani culture. Keeping in touch with loved ones and engaging in activities that remind them of home is important for being happy. That's not really going to be Max. And then there is one that you get when you become an elder as well. Like there's an elder specific one that has to do with wisdom. Then there's also cringe. Oh no. Sims who are obnoxiously oblivious and oftentimes met with polarizing reactions. Cringe Sims can be socially unaware of their surroundings at times, but have an adorable enthusiasm for life. And then the other one, we've got one that is generous, but this conflicts with his materialistic one, so we can't pick that. So caring, empathetic, and patient, these Sims are happiest when offering their time and money to help others. Everyone loves generous Sims, but they could be a little bit too brazen with their donations. And then we also got nosy, which Sims who thrive on gossip, snooping, and spying. They have incredibly poor boundaries and don't quite understand what personal space is, but they will discover secrets by any means necessary. I kind of think I want to give Max the cringe one. I could actually see him being kind of oblivious, and I think it could kind of go along with, like, he is a bit of a goofball, so maybe he takes being a goofball a little bit too far and it becomes a little bit cringy. So I think I want to try that one for him. Now, going over here to Morgan, she was a party animal, but because, again, we're focusing on everything to do with this pack, we're going to change hers to the Fount of Tomarani knowledge. And I think for her trait, I want to give her the Child of the Village because I think that will go along well with her aspiration. Besides that, she is good and she is an art lover. So she is kind of a more cultured sort of sim. So I think this could also work really well for her too. And then we're not changing anything with Tanvi because Tanvi is just a toddler and that's all there is to that. But we do need to give them makeovers and have them try out some of the new items in cast, some, of the new hairstyles, some of the new outfits. So I'm going to give them a new look and get them restylized to go with this pack. Okay, so everyone has gotten a new look for the new pack. This is Max's new look. All of these items were from the cast from the pack. I did give him a new little like hairstyle here. I thought it was pretty close to the one that he had before, so I thought that this worked and that we would stick with that for him. But this will be his everyday outfit. I didn't do a whole lot messing around with their formal wear and like the rest of their clothing. We might go in and like adjust that later on as needed. A lot of really cute cast items for both masculine and feminine framed Sims. So go in and definitely look at them and check them out. A lot of Southeastern Asian inspired stuff, but then some other stuff that's not necessarily like specific for that. So I think that it's a nice array of items. And then this is the new look that we have given to Morgan. This is a hairstyle that also came in the pack, so I changed her hair out to have that. And then this is a top and a bottom. Again, lots of really cute styles that came in the cast, so definitely worth a look. There's quite a few options too, so we're not very limited in it. And then this is little Tanvi, and toddlers actually have quite a few options with the pack as well, considering toddlers and children often get overlooked, especially toddlers. There's a few options here that I think were really cute. There was only one toddler hair, and I didn't necessarily like that for Tanvi, so I left her hair alone. But this is Max and Morgan and Tanvi and their makeover looks for the For Rent expansion pack. Now, Max does want to have a property and he wants to be a property owner. And in order to do that, we need to buy a residential rental. So this is the lot that we built before. It is on Ko Kaya Rockside, and don't know how much it's going to cost me to buy this. Let's find out. All right, we don't have quite enough money to buy it, but I think I'm gonna use some money cheats so that we can. So if we buy it as it is, fully furnished, we're down 35,000 simoleons. So I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna use the money cheat just to make sure that we have enough money to get started with. So I think let's do 150,000 simoleons, and that should be enough to buy our residential rental. All right, we're gonna buy it. I don't know what's gonna happen next, but we have purchased a residential rental. Now I do kind of want them to live in one of the units, so now I have to figure out how to make that happen too. All right, here we are at the rental property. So I did build this in another video, so you can go in and see how it is. So we're going to move them in to this unit here. Now I did make mold as a lot challenge for this. We also do need to furnish a room for Tanvi. When I built these, I left that extra room completely empty so that there would be like the opportunity to do, like, anybody could put whatever they wanted in there. But because we have a toddler, we're going to need that to be toddler friendly and prepared for a toddler. But if we come over here and take a look at the rental income, so this is under the owned businesses tabs on the far right of the bottom toolbar. It says everything is a 3-star rental right now, and we can travel to the unit, we can view the agreement, and we can fill the vacancy. So let's start by viewing the agreement. So we can change up the, like, we can just set what the rent is and all of that. I have no idea how to even begin like setting up the rent for this. It has a unit rating of 3. Right now there's like no rent. It's -1. It says we have a max rent of 288 simoleons. What if we started out as like 100 simoleons per day? It's kind of like on the lower end of things, but we're also getting stuff figured out. And then this looks like it's the unit rating, and these are the things that impact it. So you can increase the size to raise the tier, place more amenities. We've put a lot of stuff in there already. The environment, so how it's decorated, and then the maintenance, so keep the unit clean and the shared space clean and repaired. Well, nobody's living there yet, so we can't do much with that. And then we can have some unit rules. So we can set it to have like no social events, no loud noises, a maximum occupancy, no trash overload, no pets, and no ghosts. I think let's start for now. Let's put the no loud noises. Because they have a toddler, I think that Morgan and Max would definitely want it to be quiet. And let's also do the no trash overload to kind of keep things, you know, nice and good. And I think we'll make this be the agreement on all of them since they're all pretty much the same. I don't see any reason to make it anything different. Okay, so we've got the agreements set on all of the units. Now, let's see what happens when we click on fill vacancy. All right, it takes us to the unit. It shows us again all of those things in the agreement. It looks like you can adjust stuff here too if you need. And we can select tenants. All right. So we have some options. It looks like we probably could charge more for rent. Maybe we need to do that. What if we bump this up to 150? Let's do that. There's basically 2 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms in each one. However, we don't have beds in the spare bedroom. So maybe we need to stick with these people who are just looking for one bed. They're all looking for they're all like a single young adult. So let's see if we can pick them. Let's start with this one, the Boulder, who has a higher rent cap. So what if we pick this one? Oh, we didn't have a unit occupied by a tenant. All right, so that person has moved in. I don't know if we need to like have multiples all at the same time. Like, should we just fill them all? Let's just fill them all. Let's just go crazy and fill all of these. This might be a really bad idea, but let's do it. All right, again, we're gonna take the rent up to 150. Oh, we have different options here for this. Okay, this one is like an elderly couple. These ones, it's an elder and 3 cats. This is just a young adult, another young adult. This one is a teen and a dog. Let's choose the teen and the dog because Max and Morgan were both teenagers when they became parents. So they don't know maybe what this teenager's story is. So they've decided that they're going to lease to him or them. I don't know if it's a male or a female or a non-binary or whatever it is, but they're going to lease to them instead of maybe some of these other people so that they're feeling like they're giving somebody else a chance. So let's choose this one. Okay, and then the last one, again, we're gonna change this to 150. And we have some of the same ones again. So we have another young adult, we have an elderly couple, a young adult, just an adult. Oh, 4 young adults and a single young adult. I think that since Max and Morgan are young adults with a child and we just moved in a teenager, I think let's choose another young adult as opposed to the elders because it's gonna be a younger environment. And I think that's kind of maybe what they're looking for and they're going for with this. So why don't we try, let's do the Alfasi. Okay, and we've done it. We have added everybody in. I do want to real quickly just pop some toddler stuff in here and then we're gonna reset the money so they're not starting with 60,000 simoleons. I think we'll have them start with like 1,000 simoleons and see how that goes. So let me just real quick put some toddler stuff in and get Tanvi's room ready. All right, I do have Tanvi's room decorated. I put the little chamber potty in here that came with the peg. So this is a new toddler potty. It's a little chamber pot and it's like really cute. So we're gonna use that for Tanvi. But yeah, we've got everything ready to roll here. Looking at Max's aspiration of being a 5-star property owner. We already have a unit occupied by a tenant, so that's great. We've got all 3 of our units rented out and ready to go, so fingers crossed that doesn't end catastrophically. We need to handle a maintenance event. So keep your tenants happy by tending to maintenance events. When a maintenance event occurs, visit the rental unit and sort out the issue. So I'm guessing this is going to be like a toilet breaks or something like that. And then perform an inspection pass. Visit a rental unit that your sim owns. Select various breakable objects and choose to do inspection and maintenance. Tip, start with toilets, sinks, showers, or ovens. Okay, so that's what we're going to need to do. But since these people just moved in, we'll maybe like wait a little bit on that. And then let's check out Morgan's aspiration. So Morgan has the aspiration, fount of Tomarang knowledge. She wants to leave fruit or incense at a spirit house. So place the spirit house from build mode, then choose to either leave fruit or incense as an interaction for the object. These items aren't needed prior to interacting with the spirit house. Okay, that's good to know. Use a Tomarang introduction 3 times. Meet a sim with a child of the village personality trait. So we have to explore Tomarang and get to know some of the local sims, and then use a squat toilet. Okay, that's an interesting choice, but all right. Now, we are living in the more modern looking world of Tomarang, but maybe because they've just moved in and they've just bought this place, they're deciding to just kind of take it easy to settle in a little bit. They're maybe kind of tired from the move and from getting over here. I mean, they do have a toddler, which is not an easy feat. And because we have been playing with them before, Tanvi actually is going to age up sooner rather than later. So she doesn't really have a lot of happening in the skill department. So she's gonna need to like get some toddler skills going. Even though this isn't like the focus of the expansion, I do at least want this child to have some things together. And she has a good appetite. So we love that. That's gonna make some things easier. Right, if we click on this sign, you can purchase a residential rental, you can move your household, you can ruminate on renting and change the vacancy visual. All right, so it looks like we've covered up the sign. So because there aren't any vacancies right now, we can leave that alone. And I think we'll just let them kind of celebrate New Year's Eve. And in the morning, maybe Max can go over and start to meet some of his tenants. Okay, Max is a cringe sim. Cringe sims are easily amused and love to share horrifying puns, inappropriate memes, or out of date dances they've seen on the internet. They also excel at comedy, mischief, and video gaming skills. Only occasionally do cringe sims feel a morsel of shame for what they do, and that won't stop them from being their true, authentic selves. And don't worry, they will never die from becoming hysterical. So let your cringe sim flourish, even at the occasional cost of people's patience. He is feeling playful from embracing his truth from a cringy self actualization. Max might be cringe, but sometimes a sim just has to embrace it. Max isn't trapped in here with you, you're all trapped in here with him. Oh my goodness. He did make everybody breakfast though, so that's a thing. And Tanvi keeps pooping her pants. All right, maybe we can go and visit. Well, it's kind of early. Maybe we should not go visit our neighbors at 7:30 in the morning. Just saying, that might be a bad idea. We'll wait. And then Max can go visit the tenants next door. He actually doesn't have terrible handiness skill. His handiness is level 4 because he did a lot of the repairing of things around their house. So when something breaks, it shouldn't be too awful for him to kind of fix that and get that sorted. Now he's feeling playful and he has this still got it moodlet from cringe sim simply holding a conversation. You see, I'm sometimes a bit of a people pleaser. I've got these social interactions on lock. Is he just gonna be playful like all the time? Like the combination of cringe and goofball is maybe a lethal combination for everybody. I don't know. But it is a little bit later in the morning, and I think we're gonna have Max come over and visit this unit. He's gonna go by himself. He's not gonna intimidate them by bringing his whole family. And it might be a little bit weird for them at first too, because he is. Well, wait, where are you going, dude? This must be the person. Okay, Wayne the Boulder. Oh, wait, look at Wayne the Boulder. This guy's name is Wayne the Boulder. He's leaving. I don't know where he's going. Oh, he's gonna go visit us, apparently? Look at this guy. Oh my gosh. Wayne the Boulder is like quite the sim. Welcome to the neighborhood. Did my tenant just welcome me to the neighborhood? I think he might have. He's over here at my house, welcoming me to the neighborhood. All right, so let's meet Wayne the Boulder. I'm sorry, that's just funny. All right, Max is gonna do a Tomarang introduction, which is honestly what Morgan needs to do, but Max can do it too. Oh, unit rating change. Unit's rating has been updated due to changes made from build mode, such as the addition or removal of objects, or as a result of a live mode situation affecting the unit. Pay careful attention as a higher rating will result in an increased max rent. Oh, I guess it increased that in this one? Maybe because we came over and we're interacting with him and getting to know him a little bit. Let's see, what does Max think about Wayne? All right, so they have good compatibility with each other, so that's good. So there's like a chance that they could actually be friends. And Max thinks that Wayne is strong-minded, and Wayne thinks that Max is sophisticated, which I suppose is good considering, you know, this is your landlord. Compliment his house. Your house is really nice. I furnished it and I provided it for you, but it looks really good. So one of the things that he wanted to do was to perform an inspection pass. So maybe we can come in and let's do inspection and maintenance on this toilet in here. So he's checking out this toilet, making sure it's working okay. You know, he just had some people move in, so he's wanting to make sure that everything is going well and nothing is breaking. And this toilet has passed. He has another sentiment with Wayne the Boulder. I guess Max is maybe going to become friends with Wayne the Boulder. Okay, the unit rating changed. Oh, it's now a 4-star unit. Apparently, just coming over and like changing that up a little bit made a big difference. So that's good. Maybe we need to go like visit all of our other units and do some little checks on those. And also, it would give Max a chance to get to know people. And maybe we'll bring Morgan along so she can do some Tomarani introductions. Oh, wait, Morgan, though, maybe before you introduce yourself to the tenants, you should wear some clothes. We're not really running that kind of an establishment here, so let's get you wearing some clothes. That would be better. All right, Morgan can come and do a Tomarani introduction to Wayne the Boulder because she does want to use that introduction 3 times. It looks like they had a positive interaction with each other, although they do not have good compatibility. Ooh, I guess Morgan thinks that Wayne is pretentious, but Wayne thinks Morgan is reasonable. All right, so maybe Max and Wayne will be better friends than Morgan and Wayne. But I think let's go ahead and go and visit this tenant together and we can meet this one. This is the teenager that we moved in and the dog. Okay, so Dara Kam is the teen that has moved in. So let's go ahead and introduce ourselves to them. Oh, and then Hanoi is the dog. Oh, so they're getting to know Dara, who is the teenager. And I think there's going to be maybe a little special place in their hearts for Dara because of just their whole situation. Now, Max thinks that Dara is sophisticated, but Dara thinks Max is immature. That's maybe not the best thing in your property owner. And Morgan thinks that Dara is sophisticated, and then Dara thinks Morgan is reasonable. So perhaps Morgan and Dara will be a little bit better friends than, say, Dara and Max. And I think we'll have Max come over and he can do inspection and maintenance on her stove. You know, maybe he's like really wanting to make sure that that's going to work for her since she is just a teenager. He wants to make sure that that's functioning very well. And I think maybe getting to know the little dog is a good idea as well. It looks kind of like it could be a chihuahua. So Morgan is doing, ooh, the dog has growled at Morgan. That's maybe not awesome. All right, well, Hanoi has let Morgan pet him, which is good. And it looks like Max has finished his inspection. It didn't increase the rating here like it did in Wayne's, but that's all right. We're gonna move on to the final unit that Max and Morgan own. And we're gonna meet the young adult that has moved into this unit. All right, let's come and do a Tomarani introduction to Selma. And I think we will want Max to introduce himself to her as well. Oh, Max is feeling tired. Oh, I guess he already has introduced himself to her. All right, Morgan finds Selma responsible, a good thing in a tenant, and Selma finds Morgan to be sophisticated. And so Morgan's now used the Tomarani introduction 3 times, but she has yet to meet a sim with a child of the village personality trait. And I think for this one, let's have Max maybe come and he can do inspection and maintenance on the refrigerator in Selma's house. Morgan is feeling happy from connected roots from engaging with Tomarani culture. Like a tree, the roots of Morgan's culture run deep. Taking part in these activities helps her feel connected and nourished. So just doing those introductions has been like really good for her. So she's gonna interact a little bit with Selma and just kind of get to know the tenants a little bit. And, you know, I think she definitely feels like it would be good as property owners for them to get to know the people that are renting from them because you just never know. All right, Max has upgraded that. He's feeling really tired. And Morgan wants to Morgan wants to eat Tomarani cuisine. And I think the night market doesn't start until a little bit later. So maybe we'll take them both home and then later this evening we can bring them to the Tomarani night market for dinner. So let's let everybody go back home and Max can maybe have a little bit of a nap and Morgan can check in on Tanvi and see how she's doing. Oh no, Max is feeling very embarrassed. Am I cringe? From a cringe self-experimenting self-awareness. Wait a minute, hold on. By any chance, am I cringe? Oh, he is very embarrassed. He can't die from being hysterical, but he can die from mortification. So I'm really hoping that doesn't happen. And it's like pouring down rain. I don't know if this is the best time to try out the night market, which I can't find now. Oh, here it is. All right, here is the night market over here. There is a person with a stall. Oh, and Selma is over here. Let's bring Morgan over here and let her maybe try whatever this is. And she can try her Tomarani cuisine. Oh, and maybe we can meet Teelan as well. Since Teelan, I know, is one of the Sims that came with the pack, maybe they will have the trait that we need. Oh, they don't have good compatibility. Oh dear. All right, why don't you order some food from this stall? Okay, we can order Halo Halo or Bibinka. I apologize if I am mispronouncing these things. I could very well be doing so, and I'm very sorry. So Halo Halo is a little rainbow all in a single dish. This tasty mix of flavors is a Filipino summertime treat made by combining shaved ice, gulaman, fruits like jackfruit, bananas, mangoes, kamote, and sweet beans, along with young coconut, tapioca, ubu jam, flan, and ice cream. To sum it up, once you've tried Halo Halo, your life will certainly be sweeter all around. And then our other option is this bibingka, which is a Filipino dessert combined fermented sticky rice, galapong, with sugar and coconut milk that's often baked, wrapped in banana leaves, and serves as a wonderful winter holiday treat, which pairs perfectly with a good cup of tea. Now, it is spring, so maybe we'll not do the Halo Halo, but we'll let Morgan try the bibingka. I think we're also going to have her just like introduce herself to as many people as possible in the hopes that one of them has the trait that we need. Electrical failure. Oh no! Everything is fizzing and popping in 3 Kaya Rockside and the Cam household. Neighbors are reporting a power outage due to the electrical failure. Visit the unit to sort out the problem or call a contractor crew over the phone. Oh dear, that's Max. Okay, Max, you have an issue. So let's see. And you're also very tired. All right, let's go over here and visit the unit so we can find out what in fact is going on. Oh, Max has to pee too. Maybe he can go to the bathroom once he gets there. That would be kind of, it's a little bit weird to, go to the bathroom in your tenant's place, but it's The Sims and he has to pee. And it would be more weird and cringy if he peed on the floor. Okay, so we need to repair or replace all broken electrical objects. So it looks like that's broken. This is broken. Oh my. Okay. I guess there's not too many electrical objects that need to be replaced. It looks like it's just the TV and the refrigerator. So we'll let him go to the bathroom and then he can start repairing the TV. And he really doesn't have enough money to replace stuff. So repairing is going to be how it's going to go. And, the hope is going to be that he doesn't electrocute himself. Okay, that is fixed. So now he needs to fix the refrigerator. Maybe don't stand in the puddle too much, Max. Don't need you getting electrocuted here. Okay, he did it. All right, outstanding job taking care of the electrical failure. The tenant household was pleased with your prompt response and your unit rating went up. Okay, maybe though, let's throw this away so you don't leave a mess on the floor. And you can go back home and go to bed. And actually, did that count as something towards his aspiration milestone? We'll have to check that because I didn't look at that when we were still in the unit. Why didn't that count? Okay, apparently that didn't count as a maintenance event. I don't know why, but we're not going to worry about that right now. Okay, and now Morgan has used the squat toilet 3 times, so she needs to leave fruit or incense at a spirit house and then meet a sim with the child of the village personality trait. And we still need that maintenance event, but I feel like we just did a maintenance event with the electrical outage. Let there be one more kind of thing like that, and if it doesn't count, we'll auto-complete it with UI cheats, because I do get, that does seem like that was an event. So I'm kind of thinking that today we should take the family and check out one of the community lots. I believe there is a park, like the botanical gardens are here in this neighborhood. So I think let's come over to the Zolsul Tamani Botani and we'll visit that. And there could be a spirit house there. We're going to bring both Max and Tanvi with us to check this out. I think this would be something that Morgan would really like. Maybe she'll meet somebody else with the same trait as her. All right, so we are here at the Botanical Gardens. All right, I'm not really seeing a lot of things to do at this park. So I am gonna grab one of these spirit houses though, and I think let's put one of these down and just kind of add a little bit of something. There looks like there is a grill at this park, but that's really about it. It could be a place that you could maybe change some things up and add in like a wedding arch or something like that, and it could be a nice place for a wedding, but not much happening here at the Botanical Garden. Morgan does want to leave fruit or incense, so let's do that. Let's have her come leave fruit over here at this altar. All right, Morgan left fruit on the altar. I don't know what that's going to do for us, but she did, and that completed that part of her aspiration. Now we just need to find someone with the child of the village personality trait. And to do that, I think we're going to we're just going to go to the create a club screen, and we're going to look at traits and look for child of the village and see who pops up and see if we can hunt these people down. All right, so we have three options. We have Nin Bun Ma, Rani Nagao, and Vanessa Caputri. All right, so we're not actually going to make a club. We're just going to use this as like a point of reference to see if we can find these people. All right, so the park really didn't have a whole lot going on with it. So I think we're going to leave here and head off somewhere else. I don't know, maybe this is the place that you want to go when you're doing the night market or something. Now, there is also here, there was this place here that you can just visit. So let's try this. I don't know what it is. I'd like to find out more information. So let's go visit this place. Sure. Talk to your sister, Max, while Morgan goes and visits this other place. Morgan removes her shoes upon entering, trying not to linger in the threshold. It's important to be respectful when witnessing the great beauty inside Tinsu Temple. Oh, she just let go of a lantern. It's hard to believe something this majestic and beautiful can exist so close to home. So, the child of the village lesson. Morgan is a child of the village sim. These sims thrive when enjoying cultural activities, socializing with community, and participating in local events. They often feel sad when it's been too long since they've had a chance to do any of those things. And she got a moodlet, Shirley Temple, from visiting the Tinsu Temple. What an architectural marvel. This building's beauty and rich history is sure to put any sim in a good mood. And now she's also feeling inspired from releasing a sky lantern. May all worries float away quickly as this lantern did. Morgan is certainly hoping for some good energy and a little luck after releasing her own eco-friendly lantern. All right, so this is the temple, and it gives you a positive moodlet. Oh, here is Vanessa. All right, let's come and hunt her down, and Morgan can introduce herself to her. Okay, Morgan has done a Tomarang introduction with Vanessa, and she's completed that part of her aspiration. And they seem to get on pretty well right off the bat. Morgan thinks that Vanessa is reasonable, and Vanessa thinks that Morgan is sophisticated. And Morgan also completed her resolution, so that's good. Apparently, she's gonna lay down in the street and cloud gaze. Is that the best choice? Morgan? I don't know that it is. Okay, now we're on to the next part. So Morgan now needs to cook Tomarang cuisine 3 times, buy a shirt from the night market, buy food at the night market, and prepare a recipe using a pressure cooker. We don't actually have a pressure cooker yet, so we'll need to get one of those. And we'll also need to explore a little bit about these recipes. And I think with her completing that first part of her aspiration, and I do think that Max has probably completed the first part of his, I think we're going to wrap this up here for now. And next time we can continue to explore the world a little bit, continue to explore things with the properties and things like that. Maybe we'll have another maintenance event and Max will need to deal with all of that. But so far, I'm liking it. Obviously, we're still really, really early into the gameplay. There's still a lot more to like look at and check out, but I'm looking forward to exploring all of it with Max and Morgan. Let me know in the comments below if you've done any gameplay yet with the pack and what your thoughts are so far. Obviously, things are a little bit easier because we did cheat and use money cheats to kind of get them the property that we built ourselves. I will be curious to see how it goes, kind of building from the ground up, so to speak, a rental property, or what it's like just even renting from the rental property, because we haven't done that yet either. So, but right now, this Let's Play is going to focus really on owning the properties and seeing what that is like. But thank you all so much for watching. If you like this video, please do like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!